We have more action in the men's classic doubles competition here at the 2017 World Cup of Table Soccer in Hamburg, Germany. This is a semifinal. The winner of this one will advance to the final match. We have a team from the Netherlands on the right side, Elroy, Starren, and Henk Habets. And we have a team from Iran on the left side of your screen. It's Omid, Rahmani, Shahri at forward. There you see him. That's Omid. And at goal, Karim, Asadi. So it's Rahmani, Shahri in the forward position. Karim, Asadi at goal for Iran. Elroy, Starren at forward. And, of course, the great goalie, Henk Habets. Referee for the match, Franco Lupacella. Best 2 games out of 3. No snake shots. The ball must start each round, each play from the 2 rod. Interesting, there are 2 Iranian teams in the final 5 remaining teams. And you don't see the Iranians playing a lot internationally at this event, and maybe 1 or 2 others, but within their home country, they have certainly become a force. Here's Henk Habets opening things up, tried to make it off that inside wall, picked up here by Elroy, Starren. The tornado table is the home table of the Iranians. The Dutch team will play on the Roberto Sport, and you see Starren get the scoring underway here in game number 1. Let's look at it again. Elroy shooting the standard front pin and shooting it well. Karim Asadi will put the ball into play. Fires that one on goal, blocked by Habets, picked up by Starren. Elroy able to chip this one up. Quick shot gets through. It's 2-0. Let's look at this one again. He got it, went with it quickly, hit off the corner, then off the back of Asadi's man and in. It's 2-0. This is Rahmani, Shahri. And again, Habets there to make the block. Banked off the inside wall. Picked up again by Rahmani, Shahri. Shooting the standard pin shot and firing it home far side. That's a nice shot there by Omid Rahmani Shahri, who got it and then nailed that far corner. Not an easy thing to do on a tornado table, and that's to shoot the front pin, especially to the far side. But Omid Rahmani Shahri showed he could do it. He's got his team on the scoreboard. It's now 2-1 here in game number 1. Habets always dangerous when he banks the ball. Gets that one up the table. Picked off here by Karim Asadi. Fired that one wide of the goal. Sent back the other way. Then right back to Habets. Semi-final action in men's classic doubles. Here's Asadi. Karim with the pass. And Omid Rahmani Shahri now with a chance to tie it. That one blocked up, and then again, you saw Habets had to get a man on that second one that flew up into the air. Habets doing a good job defensively, but finding the hole down the middle is Omid Rahmani Shahri, and it's 2-2. Let's look at it again. He took his time nicely, found the hole between the men of Habets. The Dutch team scored the first 2, and now they score another one here, as that one simply hammered up the table and in by Habets. Watch it again. That one banked. Might have hit a man along the way and then made it into that corner. So Habets has given his team a 3-2 lead. Ball put back into play by Karim Asadi. Here's Henk again. Starren rushes this one through. Elroy looking to increase his team's lead. comes back down the middle. And again, we're seeing something that is not easy to do on both sides of the table, and that's to shoot a standard pin shot. But Elroy gave a little bit of a fake far side, then came back down the middle, and he has given his team a 4-2 lead. Asadi put it into play, tried to brush it up the table, picked up here by Habets. The Dutch trying to steal on the Iranian home table. Big possession here, and again, finding the hole down the middle. And to switch, Omid Rahmani Shahri again with the nice play here, as he just tucks it between the Habets defense. 4-3, we get a switch. Asadi moving forward. The bank attempt there, knocked back by Karim, picked up here by Omid. And he's going to call timeout, and I believe bring Karim Asadi back to goal. Indeed, Karim Asadi moves back into the goalie position, puts it into play. Fired that one up the table on goal, picked up here by Rahmani Shahri, who can tie it, although Habets there to block the first effort. It bounces back to Omid, and there is Habets again to take it away. Still 4-3 here in the first game in favor of the Dutch duo of Elroy Starren and Henk Habets. Two veterans of the Netherlands national team. And another block here by Habets. Comes back to Asadi. That shot attempt up into the air and off the table. They put back into play by Henk Habets. Henk has a lot of different options that he can perform. It includes banks, includes straights, fakes. Does get this one up the table to Elroy, who can close out game number one. Starren rimmed that one off the far post. It bounces back to Elroy. Another shot attempt blocked and taken away by Asadi. The Iranians trying to come back on their home table. Starren taken away and then set towards the goal by Elroy. Contained nicely by Karim, who fired that push shot up the middle, and Habets, who has been a factor both offensively and defensively, but that's not a surprise. This is one of the best goalies in the history of European table soccer. Karim Asadi. And that one up off the corner and in. So Asadi now has tied this first game up at 4 apiece. And he says, let's switch after this one. Comes around the ball and then just sort of brushes it after pushing it and finds that short corner and the celebration. 4-4 here in the first game. The Iranians have come back from a 4-2 deficit on their home table, and you have to think they've got to win this game in order to win the match. Otherwise, they go back to the Dutch home table, the Ribeiro Sport. Habets, oh, that one just wide of the goal. Rebound picked up by Karim Asadi. Fired on goal. Habets with a rebound. Watch out for Henk. He can be dangerous in these situations. Asadi with a block back on goal by Karim. Habets still looking to bank. That one's going to spin to Rahmani Shahri, who can close out this first game. He sets up his pin shot. And calls time out. Henk Habets thinking about what Omid Rahmani Shahri might do when he steps back to the table. And Rahmani Shahri puts the ball back into play, looking for a first game win. Omid fires it home near side. Great comeback in the first game by the Iranians as they come back from a 4-2 deficit to win the opening game. And here's the final goal of that first game as we will now head over to the Roberto Sport table, the Dutch home table, with the Iranians leading 1-0.